Every time a major sporting event begins, one industry seems to dominate the screen. Betting apps. From television commercials and YouTube ads to social media campaigns, stadium sponsorships, and celebrity endorsements, they're almost impossible to ignore. But this raises a much bigger question. Why would any company spend hundreds or even thousands of crores just to capture your attention? In business, advertising isn't an expense, it's an investment. And no company invests this aggressively unless the expected return is significantly higher. So what makes this industry so profitable? How does this business recover such massive marketing costs? And what strategy is hidden behind these endless advertisements? In this documentary, we're not debating gambling. We're breaking down the business model, the marketing strategy, and the economics behind one of the most aggressively advertised industries in modern sports. If advertising is only the beginning, then where does the real money come from? The answer lies in a simple business principle. A customer is valuable only when they generate more revenue than it costs to acquire them. That's exactly how betting platforms think. During major sporting events, these companies invest enormous amounts in advertising, not because every viewer will become a customer, but because even a small percentage of long-term users can recover that entire investment. This is why downloads alone don't matter. What matters is how long a user stays active, how frequently they return, and how much revenue they generate over time. In business, this is known as customer lifetime value. The higher the lifetime value, the more a company can afford to spend on acquiring new users. Suddenly, those massive advertising budgets don't look irrational anymore. They become calculated investments backed by data, customer behavior, and long-term profitability. And that's exactly why this industry continues spending aggressively. Because for them, winning a customer today can generate revenue for months or even years. Advertising can bring people to the platform, but advertising alone cannot build a billion-dollar business. The real challenge begins after a customer signs up. Every business wants customers to return because repeat users generate far more revenue than first-time users. That's why betting platforms invest heavily in retention strategies. Personalized notifications, time-sensitive offers, reward systems, and constant engagement are not random features. They're carefully designed business tools that encourage users to come back. Every additional visit increases the customer's value to the company. More activity creates more opportunities for revenue, making long-term users significantly more profitable than one-time users. This is why the industry's biggest investment isn't just acquiring customers. It's keeping them engaged for as long as possible. Marketing isn't just about selling a product. It's about staying impossible to ignore. That's exactly how betting platforms operate. During every major cricket tournament, football league, or global sporting event, their advertisements appear everywhere. Television, YouTube, social media, sports websites, influencer content, and even live match sponsorships. This isn't random exposure. It's a carefully planned marketing strategy designed to dominate attention at the exact moment millions of fans are emotionally invested in the game. In marketing, this is called high-intent advertising, reaching people when their interest and engagement are already at their peak. But advertising is only one part of the machine. These companies continuously analyze campaign performance, customer behavior, acquisition costs, retention rates, and lifetime value. Every campaign is measured, optimized, and improved using data. If one advertisement performs better than another, more budget is allocated to it. If one customer segment generates higher long-term revenue, marketing efforts shift toward that audience. Every decision is driven by numbers rather than assumptions. The result is a marketing system that keeps learning, adapting, and becoming more efficient over time. This is why betting platforms don't simply spend huge amounts on advertising. They invest in a data-driven marketing engine designed to maximize every rupee spent and turn attention into long-term business growth. Every industry that grows rapidly eventually reaches a point where one question becomes impossible to ignore. Who controls it? Sports betting has evolved into a multi-billion-dollar global business, attracting technology companies, investors, advertisers, media partners, and millions of users. But whenever an industry reaches this scale, governments begin paying much closer attention. The reason is simple. This industry involves large financial transactions, consumer protection, taxation, digital security, and the risk of illegal activities. Because of that, regulations become just as important as business growth. Around the world, different countries have taken very different approaches. Some allow betting under strict licensing systems, where companies must follow detailed rules, pay taxes, verify customer identities, and meet responsible gaming standards. Others have imposed severe restrictions or banned many forms of online betting altogether. For betting companies, regulation is far more than a legal obligation. It directly influences how they advertise, which markets they can enter, what products they are allowed to offer, how customer data is handled, and even how quickly the business can grow. That's why successful companies don't invest only in marketing campaigns. They also spend significant resources on legal compliance, identity verification systems, fraud detection technology, cybersecurity, payment monitoring, and responsible gaming initiatives. Because in a highly regulated industry, earning customer trust and meeting legal standards can be just as valuable as acquiring new users. In the end, the future of this business won't be decided by advertising budgets alone. It will depend on how companies balance innovation, profitability, consumer protection, and government regulation in an industry that continues to evolve every year. What started as a simple question, why do betting apps spend thousands of crores on advertising, has led us to a much bigger answer. This industry isn't powered by advertising alone. Behind every campaign is a carefully designed business model. Behind every marketing strategy is data. Behind every returning customer is a long-term retention strategy. And behind every successful platform is an entire ecosystem of technology, analytics, compliance, cybersecurity, and regulation working together. Whether people support this industry or oppose it, one fact remains unchanged. Sports betting has evolved into a sophisticated digital business where marketing, technology, psychology, and economics operate as one integrated system. Understanding how that system works is far more valuable than simply seeing another advertisement during a cricket match. Because once you understand the business, you begin to notice the strategy behind every campaign, every sponsorship, every notification, and every marketing decision. And that's exactly why businesses across every industry study these same principles, not to copy a product, but to understand how attention is converted into sustainable growth. This wasn't just the story of betting apps. It was the story of how modern digital businesses are built. I'm Surbhi Gupta, and this is Marketing and More. If you enjoyed this documentary and want more deep business breakdowns, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.